Hello fans of Marvel Heroes, welcome to another episode of Q&A. My name is Wilfred and together with me my wife Sing Cup who's playing Black Widow and also my friend Bozen as well. It's good. I always try to get people to play with me if I can and it was Bozen's birthday, so happy birthday buddy. Yesterday was his birthday. And I'm also playing with Rescue as well, which is a new team up. Thank you, Yin, for this wonderful gift. And I will definitely do some testing and guide on her now that I have her in action. I can see what thing that she's doing in real life rather than test center. And so today quite a number of topics I'd like to talk about, and what to pick up in this game is probably one that a lot of people ask for it, so I'm going to do a video on that as well. Now, so in case some of you may not know, my wife actually playing this game as well, and she's Sing Cup. But she doesn't really play a lot of heroes. She's just pretty casual, and she's doing Black Widow right now. Playing Black Widow right now, and sometimes you may think that I'm having like 10,000 Omega point and I've got all this gear from all this Cosmic High Town or wherever. How will I know how you guys feel? Actually, I do know a lot of you from the new player, how you guys feel about the game, because my wife is exactly having the same challenge as some of you. Her Omega point is pretty low. She doesn't really play that often. She doesn't have a lot of hero synergy as well because she doesn't have a lot of heroes. And sometimes she struggles for the artifact. She like to use what she have, although I could actually pass her some stuff as well. But she insists on having just playing her own game, her way, and that's cool. I respect that. So in that regard, also that's why when I build guide, I always try to build guide from a perspective of not just those who really been with the game for so long. And where is the I couldn't even see the boss, sorry. When I build guide, I don't really do it just for those who has been playing this game for a lot of time, like veteran and so on. I try to build guides that are just for everybody. Even if you are new to the game, even if you may not have all the right gear, low Omega point, you may not enjoy all those stand dancing and whatnot, hoppa dancing. I respect that, and that's why I always build guide from that perspective, and and that is really why I want to share as well. Just in reality, how do I keep in touch with what you guys are doing? Is the answer is simple, because I just look at how my wife play, and I know exactly what you guys been through. Even when she's trying to do the cosmic. Past the cosmic gate, some of the hero could be quite hard as well. So I understand, and she has a Hulk as well. So I understand all this pain that you guys are having right now. Now, this is a very interesting game right now in terms of event. It is the second week of the anniversary event. There's a lot of birthday cake. Cosmic Chaos drop double loots, and also all the cake slice as well. So. Inevitably, you'll find yourself swarmed with a lot of loot, a lot of things to pick up. So the question kind of begs, what should you be doing with all this, loots on the ground? Which one shall you be picking? Because you can't pick up everything, And it's kind of strange. This is probably the very first game, that I've played, whereby you have to do a trade-off in picking up the loot. I know Diablo has the same thing too, but Diablo is you don't pick up loot for you just pick up the good ones, and the rest of it you just you leave it on the ground, and that's fine. I understand that kind of mentality. That was quite easy in the Diablo kind of world, because those are more for crafting and whatnot. But here is actually a lot of good stuff as well potentially, and we are not. We have to make decision, trade off on what to pick up, because, give you an example, birthday cake slide actually disintegrate very fast. You may not know, but if you do a Sinister 6 wave in ICP right now, Industrial City Patrol, if you try to down all the 6 bosses, which I do, and then go back and loot the stuff, you may lose the birthday cake because it just disappeared. And it's frustrating because if you prioritize what is important right now, to me would be the birthday cake. The rest are all these World Stone is nice to have. I think a lot of you may have a lot already. For those new player, of course, you need all this World Stone to exchange for Legendary, for the hybrid. But yeah, I mean, you have to make choices in what to pick up. Like all these things, reward, sometimes they may have something good inside. Team Insignia, sometimes you have something good inside. Or even the, even the core may have something good inside, but you just don't have the time to do it. With all this nonsense going on, you have to constantly looking at your inventory and to see which one to throw away, and you can't even, I don't know even how to play this game. Wow. So what I usually do is that I'll examine the loot while I'm playing this side of it. And after that, just trying to dot the boss a little bit so that make sure that I don't lose the loot, because I think if you they'll consider you as AFK if you don't constantly hit the boss. All right, so that's something that you have to constantly do, and always keep the slide and yeah, I mean, prioritize what you want to pick. I mean, I would love to pick some of these like Insignia and core, but then first of all, I don't know whether it's dropped by other people or not, because the chances of getting a good one is very low with the kind of junks that we have. People throw on the ground, I may not have known. I may be like too busy right now unboxing stuff, right? So usually that's how I play this game, and I know some don't even pick up the World Stone as well, because because right now you just want to birthday kick, which I totally I can understand. So do prioritize what we like to pick up. For me, I'm quite lucky. I don't need to pick up the experience points, so I can skip something. But some of you may need to, and some of the runes as well. If you are new to the game, you probably wouldn't know which rune is good, but that would require a little bit of understanding on what are the good runes there. Each rune will have a value. Like just now I pick up the kettle, so you can see that some this is a 337, and this fire rune is 675. So the higher the value, usually the better the rune is. Some of them is 10,000 credits. So again, knowing which rune to pick up is something come with experience. I can't really tell you. But there are some that are really common that have been dropping. If you see something that you haven't seen before, like Loki or Odin or Thor, some of them that sounds really good, then my suggestion is just pick it up first, because those are really important, right? So I don't know, man. I mean, really about you would not be able to pick up everything on the ground, which is unfortunate. So what you need to do, you have to make choices on what to pick up and how which one to pick up and so on. And constantly look through the screen on which one, what are we doing. So right now, I'm pretty sure we will fail this hostage kind of thingy because no one is doing this stuff anymore, the war game. So anyhow, okay, so that's done. Save. Then what shall we do? This ICP. Get to the point here. All right. So a lot of you ask me. What is the best way to level? I think a lot of you are from the new player thing, and story mode is always the best way for the new player. But if you are playing this game right now I don't know when some of you may watch this video, but right now let's always pay attention to the event. So right now is the anniversary, and this particular week is called the Kings County event. So Kings County event has a huge buff to the Industrial City Patrol, which is where I am right now. So I strongly suggest always pay attention to what the event is, and just play that as a game, all right? So So I've got the birthday buff as well. All right, so that is it. So I think I had to remind my wife, who's next to me right now, that Euro Cup is coming. So she'll need to AFK for a while. Yeah, I mean, I don't really watch. I mean, I do watch, but I don't really watch it that religiously. My wife is really into the Euro Cup right now, and there's a legal kind of site online that you can watch it, but you have to pay quite a fair bit as well. 88 Singapore dollars, which is I don't know, 60, 70 US dollars to watch the Euro Cup. Right, so I don't know whether it's useful or not, but do come to the Industrial City Patrol if you still have time. if you watch it this week to earn the experience. It's very fast for you to earn the experience if you come over here, right? So sometimes you can pick up a little bit more stuff if you know that there's no other bosses around to see whether you have any good loot or not. A lot of things will be junk, so just bear in mind, have to constantly do something about it. And use the teleport heroes. I usually find it very, the advantage is there. So it's so much faster to get from A to B. So I lost one already. If I didn't sort out my stuff, then I would have probably got the other boss as well. All right. So another great thing about Magik, I don't know whether you guys know or not. She has something called Bone Wall. Now I think later on when I see the set 5 bosses kind of like thing, then I'll probably show you how great it is. She can actually push the bosses away. So that I can loot the stuff, because sometimes the bosses sit right in front of my birthday cakes and I say, hey guys, just move around, man, I need to eat the cake or somehow like that. So it's great. I mean, I usually use that to push the bosses around when I do that. A bit naughty, but yeah, that's how it goes on that. So this is yet another wave that you just keep doing the bosses and just collecting the birthday cake. So now I was about to say that I think this week is a very interesting, to me, it's a very interesting social experiment. Why? To be very honest, I think some of you could be able to relate. This is not a fun week at all. ICP is not fun. Doing all these things with so much crap loot and all is actually not fun to see through all these things. It's like a constant headache trying to manage the inventory. And trying to constantly running around and get the inventory and somehow just doing the same thing again and again and again, mindlessly for many hours just to get a kick. And 1 kick is not enough, 10 kick is not enough. You need 67 kicks for 67 heroes, or even more. So I've been wondering, why are we doing this? Have you guys thought about it? Why are we subjecting ourselves to something that is totally, to me, it's not fun. Because the gear is something that I would not be interested in using. Unlike the high town gear, which is +1 challenge point, I would not even look into some of these things. Most likely just trash it. So the loots are terrible in ICP, most of them. Now, of course, the ICP ring is actually quite nice, and that's why I like this event quite a fair bit. But that's about it. You farm for the ring and farm for the birthday kick. So how much fun is it from doing that? I do not know. But I personally do not find this fun at all, but I find it rewarding for the future. So why are we still doing that? I don't know, man. You guys can let me know in the comment box below. Do you find this event fun? Do you find this, why are you doing this? And if you find it not fun, if you find it fun, why do you find it fun? What exactly are you doing that is fun that I'm not finding it fun for? I don't know. You guys let me know. I'm very keen to hear as well. And now this boss way is going to be legendary because there's so many stuff here. I always forgot to use ultimate, so I let you know. This is the ultimate of Magik, and she become the Diablo. She's become the demon there. Wow, targeting is so hard in this game, man. I'll keep on saying that. So now, usually up to this point, I think this group is good because things kill very fast. But then this is time when you have to start picking up the stuff already, because the kick, depending on latency, the kick may disintegrate very soon. So let other do a job. Don't worry about it. And that's why I like to use Magik. Has a lot of very good utility to range power. I don't do melee heroes in ICP because it's just too tedious to do it. Alright, so just keep looting stuff, and the and Year Rune is good in a sense. You can always enchant plus what is it? You see, this is the part when I can push the boss away. Let me show you how. So I push him away so I can loot, right? So that is what I do, because he always stand there and do a lot of damage while I'm doing this one. And I find it annoying, so I push him away. Sun Rune is for spirit, so I take it as well, because sometimes I don't know, man, these days, do I really need spirit? Game Rune I don't pick because I find it useless. And then more slice here, right? And then more kick here. And I don't really pick some of this guy as well because I know most likely it's not going to be great. And that is about it. Right, so very practical. So there's another few bosses here, and Kingpin is here as well. But so what do I do now? After I dot a few things here and there, I do what I do best, which is opening boxes, right? What else am I going to do? Am I going to fight bosses? No. And that's why, how much time do you spend fighting? Be a hero? None. You open boxes, manage inventory. You are a clerk. You are like a mean person right now here. So that's what you do, exactly what you do, right? So yeah, there's another bunch of stuff that you need to collect because the boss just get exploded right in front of your face. And let me just collect this thing. I mean, someone else is going to fight the war for me. I'm just a clerk here, managing infantry, right? So there's a world stone I need to pick up, and what else do I do? Do I then more things to pick up, right? So yeah, I mean, so that's justify why I say that this event is really not fun. I mean, by clicking, it's like how many click constitute to fighting? How many click constitute to actually playing the game? I mean, to actually managing inventory, opening boxes. I don't know. It's going to be like mind-boggling if you think about how much time you spend on like. So that's what teleport hero is. It's like over everywhere. It's a platform. You got all these things here, right? So have to teleport. So teleport hero is important. And next ball is up, and time to run. Trying to at least. Oh man, I got a birthday cake kind of like buff that you wouldn't want to miss it. Now where is it? Do you see it? No, right on the platform, right? So now I need to rush off to the other side to tag the boss while opening boxes here. Fun time, right? So how would I want to improve this, right? Because I have a lot of criticism for a game because I love the game, but I think the game can improve for quite a fair bit. And I like one of you suggestions. I say I push this guy away, like go away, no, push. And usually sometimes I push the two bosses together so that they can be like AOE by everybody together. So yeah. So how would I improve this? It's actually some of the ideas from you guys. You guys dropped a comment as well, so thank you for that. And I've also put it onto the forum as well. I mean, how are you going to? How can we improve this one? Well, I mean, first thing first. Now, okay, let me just show you how you. Let me just. Okay, so this crossbow. So what you can do if you don't kill by him. And man, I pushed the wrong side. But by right, if you do it right, you can actually push him to the right side and just keep pushing him into the, well, sometimes too much work and you don't want to kill yourself while doing that. So why not I just tag the two bosses, tag this one, tag that one, right? And while just opening boxes, anyhow, I will get the two anyway. So done. So wait until it kind of destroy. Okay, so that's it, right? So now how would I, how should Gazillion change this? I mean, it's very simple solution. First of all, make all the cash, make all the reliquaries stackable, right? There's no reason why I have to make it not stackable at all, right? Make it stackable like the Mayhem boxes. The technology is here. Why can't they implement that? I do not know. Second one, make you can't see it here, but the world stone sometimes may drop. Just make sure that you don't need to click that. Just become like currency. I think it's good. But I mean, mainly speaking, some of this world stone, why should you click it? You walk over it and you should just get it, right? I mean, I don't get it, man. I mean, all these things. So with this, I think it will be a big kind of like, I can like save up maybe 1,000 world stone and only open it at one shot, right? I mean, all this recurring, why can't I just take it and after that, and examine it when I have time to do such thing, right? So that would be a huge kind of like help to a lot of people if they make just a bit of change to the system, which I would gladly do that. I don't know, I can't even comprehend why they don't do it kind of thing. So that is something that I would do. What do you guys think? I mean, what other suggestions you want Gazillion to do? Also another thing, why don't we make all the item dropped by other heroes, other players, hide it away. I don't want to see. I personally, I do not care who dropped what. I really don't care. I want to see what dropped for me so that I can pick it up and examine the content. I don't want to pick up things that other may have rejected, right? I mean, think about it. If you play the game, I mean, that's no brainer. I think. Why would I want to pick up what other people drop? I mean, I know some people are kind. They may drop a curse, I don't know, on the floor. So who do that anyway? So anyhow, so that's just some thought that you can drastically improve the game. And now I'm just getting credit boxes. I'm getting quite a lot, by the way. I'm close to another 100 million, so that would be my 400 million in the bank already. It's getting a bit. I won't complain. I need all this money to do stuff that I need to do, like swapping, blessing, and so on. All right. So I'm still playing this mini game, putting stuff at the right places so that I know exactly where to put it in fast, and where to sort of like take it out to do kind of like set it off as a credit chest. So I'm doing just that. All right, and the yep. So I think the Mr. High is up, so I better go fast. All right. So one thing great about Magik is that she can teleport, by the way. So a lot of people ask me what is my main. Now, I don't really have a main because my main changes every week, every kind of release or every update kind of thing. But I would rely on Magik on many things. I mean, I rely her on raid because I have thanks to the legendary scroll, I've got like the game rune. I won't take joy rune. I won't take, by the way, because those are pretty crap. So I have a build. I have a build that is for her melee, that's for raid, and I use like a range build just for fun because it's very easy in this kind of environment to do things as a range. I don't need to worry too much about it. I can watch the Euro Cup while playing this game, which I do actually. And it's wonderful. I like to play Magik. I can just keep spamming the main spender while opening boxes, which I'm going to do it right now, right? So, yeah. So that is what I do. Multitasking at its finest, and making a lot of decisions. I think as a gamer, we do a lot of make a lot of decisions per kind of per millisecond. So I think that is one of the reasons why we play this game. Stone Rune is kind of alright for the physical kind of enchant. So Birth Rune, no, not really. So yeah, after a while what are the runes that you probably would need to use or keep. So yeah, dealer. Okay, just do some dealer if I can. All right. So that is the thing that I'd like to talk about. So meanwhile, what else is new to the game is that I think there are some new developers also participating in the forum from Gazillion. I think they're pretty new because they get upset when people start to complain about how slow they come up with like the traveling power. I think they talk about it for a while. I understand people are getting impatient because, I mean, I'm trying to be fair here, right? I'm not trying to bash Gazillion. Please don't get me wrong. That is never my intent to bash Gazillion because I think they're doing the best they can in whatever they do. I think if you are Gazillion, you probably, because you have many children, right? You have 57 heroes, and you say, well, for 57 heroes. If a vast majority of them, or if a good majority of them has a traveling power that run around and quite a number of teleport as well, Lake Rune is not nice anyway. You also not nice, so you don't pick that. Then why should people complain so much? Because I'm telling you why. Is that a lot of I personally know people, right, including my wife, do not have a lot of heroes, right? And for those heroes that like Hawkeye or whoever. That does not have any even fast walking kind of traveling power. Game rune is not nice. Bow is nice. Is for range and enchant. So for those who only play a few heroes, and it's really frustrating because it's not fun for those that play the few heroes and never got a chance to really be awesome, right? So that is something I can understand from both sides. So Gazillion's wise is that we guys are not lazy, right? And they say, we have other things to do as well, which I totally agree because in a larger scheme of work, that is true. But you do have to understand why some people are getting impatient. Some people are just getting unhappy about the whole episode, and I think that should be quite understandable as well. But anyhow, the news is that they are still working on it. I hope that there are some dedicated key. I know you can change the config file. I know a lot of people tell me that, but honestly speaking, how are you going to expect people like my wife to change a config file so that she can hold a hotkey so that she can fly? No, it doesn't work that way. I mean, the most you can ask people to do is just press F3 and right click, and that's probably the most you can do. You can't expect people to change a config file to make a fast travel power. It doesn't work that way. I mean, even I don't want to do that myself. I'm sort of technical, but I don't want to go down to that kind of like, you know, nitty-gritty kind of technical level, because it may not be. Yeah, so that's the thing. Right is not no use. So right rune no, alt rune also no use. So some of the rune, after a while, you know what is good, what is not good. Pick some of this cash as well if you're into hybrid gearing like me. All right. And well, Splinter, of course, always picked. And oh man, there's another rune somewhere. So Imperatorize, which I would like to, because I believe that Crossbone has better artifact for me. So now the next wave is going to be massive. So whenever you play this game, just ICP, you know that the next wave is going to be massive. So clear your pack, because the next wave is going to be 5 boss wave. 5 boss wave is going to hurt your inventory a lot. So make sure you do it, and make sure that you come. Make sure you do the 5 boss where you earn a lot of Omega points just by doing that. So now I'm still like picking up stuff. As you can see, it's really messy. After a while, you feel that all these things are really tiring. I don't know how you guys do it. I think I've come to a point whereby I just resigned to the fate that this game is probably not like. No, I wish something would change, but it's not something that's going to change. This game is going to continue to be that messy. Since day one, it's been like that. They try to clean up, and after they introduce more items, either to give you the next power creep, or more things for you to farm, or sell more stash. I do not know. I don't want to criticize. All right, so that is something that I'm really hoping someone is doing the flame spawn, because if you fail this one, you fail the whatever it is, the 5 boss wave. But I will participate once I sort out my inventory in no time. Took a while, but I will do it. Okay, this is Magik. Magik is over here, and this is crap again. I don't get. Get a hero with the highest gear, so you don't even see any unique item. Oh, no. No, this one is also crap. Alright, so this one is also no good. And just put a rune there as well. So now that's good because someone is doing it. So I hope that soon we have to watch out when do we need to go into the wave. So that is good. And so a lot of 5 boss wave is up. So let's head there. Don't miss this one. Alright, and this is important. This is a 5 boss wave. A lot of bosses here. Just hope everybody's just teleport onto me. Alright, so there's I've got like a world stone here. So make sure you attack something. Alright, so attack something, and my wife is here as well. She's like she heard what I'm saying and took a break from the from her Euro Cup, watching Euro Cup. And it's funny though, I think a lot of you are from Europe as well. I've got a lot of friends in this game from Europe, so it must be quite interesting for you guys to sort of like watch your country being represented in a national TV in a way. So yeah, good stuff, good for you guys. For me, I'm just a recipient. I'm just watching the thing, and so we start looting a thing, and let other people do a job. You click on the ground. That's what this game is. All right. So Joy Rune is not useful. Unique is useful. This one is useful. Just make sure you constantly tap something. I think that is all done. Okay, so that is all the. So I hope by now you get a feel of what I do in the game right now. The binding rune is kind of crap, useless. So don't need to pick those. And so that is it. Usually I don't play this game with the zoom it all the way in like this. It's kind of like insane if you think about it, but somehow you just required to do it. Okay, done. And less time for the next one, which is the crossbone. All right, so now something different, talk about, before I head over to off topic here. So I think a lot of people in the forum are not criticizing, but highlighting that Rook is really overpowered. I don't know, man, how you guys think about. I think in a way, it could be true, and that's why I always say that my Rook build is very much using her power, because I think whatever nerf or whatever coming along, I probably would be the least kind of impact. So I'm actually impartial whether she get nerf or not, but I know some people may get upset if she get nerf. So I don't know. How you guys think about it, and and I don't know. I hope whatever it is won't be too drastic. People may get upset, And yeah, so meanwhile, outside this game, I would also like to thank all of you who has been telling us that the World of Warcraft movie is actually very fun, very good for the fans. So, my wife actually and I and my friend also playing this game, HL game. Actually did a last minute kind of like meet up in time because they give up the game card. I have it somewhere, free game card for a month, I think, to get back to the game. And I thought, well, that's cool. But then also some of you tell me that it's actually a very nice movie, and I wholeheartedly agree. I'm very glad that I watched it, and it's actually very, very good. I mean, as a fan, every scene, right? Wow, how did I even? I was about to come here, and I got like, I don't know how that thing worked, man. But I think I do have to say that every scene in World of Warcraft movie I can relate to what is in game. I think for those who are not who has not played this game like World of Warcraft before, it's probably very disjointed, the whole experience. Like who is that? But then for those who was able to see Stormwind and Ironforge and Dalaran and those really iconic places, even the Gosher Inn, I mean, wow! I spent so many years just walking up and down the slope, and it's been like in a movie as it is, like the orc and all. It's all about honor and heroism. And I remember when I read the books of the World of Warcraft, which I did a review in my website. And I always feel very, very touched by the heroism within. I mean, orcs, they are not bad people. They are honorable people. Humans are not always good. Humans can be very deceptive as well, evil and deceptive. So and that is the reason why I found the whole World of Warcraft movies very touching and very good. So thank you for those of you who dropped by a comment saying that I shouldn't give you a miss, and I did thoroughly enjoy it, and I'll probably write a review in my website when I have time, all right? And meanwhile, I think just before I sort of log out, and I would like to just make a short tribute to one of the YouTube artists that I really, really admired in the past. And she passed away, Christina Grimmie. I think some of you in US probably know about that news. I should know about her video and all her songs before she joined The Voice competition. And my wife and I love to watch The Voice because I think it's one of the best singing competitions. It's not really competition in a sense, but it is sort of. But it's about coaching rather than just criticizing on the artists themselves. And some of these are quite established and accomplished in their own area. And YouTube artists not really common in a sense somehow, because I think there's a lot of very good YouTube artists. But when it comes to the big screen kind of thing, but I think Christina Grimmie is one of the best artists be out there, put herself out there, and show us that sometimes even though you make a lot of YouTube and whatnot, in the real world you can make it up there as well. So I have a lot of admiration for what she has done. I think she has a lot of talent, and it's rather sad though. I mean, she was holding her concert, and at the end of concert was signing autograph, and someone came and shot her, and I think her brother tried to muscle the guy down. The gunner kind of took his own life, but it could have been a lot worse because he has 2 guns and a lot of loaded magazines, a knife, and ready to kill a lot more. So I mean, there's some heroism as well, and kind of thing. But it's just rather sad news, and yeah, I mean, my heart goes out to her and her family. Anyhow, that's all about I know it's a bit kind of heavy, but it does mean a lot to me when I hear stuff like that. I mean, she's 22 years old. And oh yeah, and so I'm sort of I do listen. I do listen to her music. Wow, it's wow, there's so many stuff here, man. Why? I do listen to her music from time to time, and her latest album, I think Side A is called Side A. I think there's good. There's supposed to be a Side B, but of course, probably it's not going to happen. I like it a lot. There's only 4 songs inside. It's extended play. But I like all the songs inside. There's one track that I really like as well, second last track I think. And also the Find Me album, which is a previous album of hers, I also find it very, very good. It's just, yeah, I mean, it's a demonstration of what she can do or could have done, has she continued this journey. So anyway, so that's all really. Yeah, I mean, that's all. I heard that, back to Marvel Heroes, I heard that the Ultron is going to come to the test center this week. So I'm all geared up and ready, and I'm very keen to sort of like I'm very keen to play her as well. And you know what? Okay, you guys always ask me questions, so let me ask you guys a question. Help my wife out a little bit. So my wife is going to have a free hero ticket, and what hero should she be unlocking? Right? She has Rocket Raccoon, she has Iceman, Thor, Hulk. She has the
Moon Knight.
She has Moon Knight as well, Cyclops, and the Black Widow, and she has also a couple of heroes she hasn't leveled up yet, like Iron Man, the Scarlet Witch, as well as Rogue, and also Daredevil. I think these are the ones she has yet to. Oh, she has Hawkeye as well, level 60. So she has quite a few heroes, but a few hasn't unlocked. But what should she be unlocking? I think drop in the comment box below, and I'll make sure she'll read it, and together we'll make some decision, as in like which one I should recommend her to play. All right, so thank you very much for watching, and I wish you all the best in your in the anniversary event. I'll see you next time. All right, goodbye.